Hello, I'm John Hajek. This is a very important video for community language schools in Victoria. For those of you who don't know me yet, I head RUMAC, which has been assessing school accreditation documents for the Victorian Department of Education and Training. I believe that community language schools are very important, and that's why we try and work together to provide helpful resources so that everyone is able to provide the needed documents. Most community language schools receive funding from the Victorian Government. To do so, schools need to be accredited. Next year, all schools applying for accreditation or re-accreditation need to provide a unit of work aligned to the Victorian curriculum languages. In this video, Majida will explain what a unit of work is, why it is important, and will also briefly show how it is created. If you aren't the principal of your school, please make sure to share this video with your principal, school council, as well as other community language school principals. However, this video is especially useful for all teachers wanting to learn how to prepare materials and teach in line with the Victorian curriculum languages. Some of you might already know how to create units of work. If you do, you may be willing to assist other teachers in your language at your school or at other schools who might struggle to create a unit of work. We strongly encourage you, if that is the case, to share your expertise. All help in supporting the use of Victorian curriculum languages is very much appreciated.
Hello, welcome to this video. My name is Majida Ali. Most of you know me from CLA Professional Development. I am also the principal for one of the community language schools in Victoria. This video is very important for community language schools, especially for those applying for funding next year. To receive funding from the Victorian Government, you must be accredited. Next year, all schools applying for accreditation or re-accreditation, they must provide a unit of work. As an accredited school, we must teach according to the Victorian curriculum. We must assess according to the Victorian curriculum. We must report according to the Victorian curriculum. Now, part of your accreditation process is to provide a unit of work which is aligned to the Victorian curriculum. In this video, I will show you what is a unit of work, why it is important, and how to create one. And I'll go through this briefly. I will show you the Victorian curriculum website, briefly go through the content descriptions, elaborations, and achievement standards. So what is a unit of work? A unit of work, or a unit planner, clearly outlines what the teacher has planned for each lesson over a period of time based on the Victorian curriculum in the area of languages. The unit plan ensures the sequence of lessons includes specific content descriptions and achievement standards. The resources and activities in each unit plan develop knowledge and skills for all students, recognizing the time allocation and assessment to monitor learning. The learning intentions and success criteria are also very crucial for any lesson plan. There are a number of unit of work examples for different languages such as German, Indonesian, Chinese, French, Italian, and Arabic. There is also an empty template which we will provide to community language schools. Now let's have a closer look at a unit of work plan. A unit of work can span a whole term or smaller intervals and usually has a specific topic focus. Please make sure to write the document in English so an English speaker can assess it during accreditation. You can include some phrases or examples of what students should learn in another language to make the document more useful to you. The unit of work must have a clear title, essential questions, an overview, and goals. It is meant to help the teacher when they are planning and delivering. Importantly, the unit of work should refer back to the Victorian curriculum in its content descriptions and achievement standards. The website for the Victorian curriculum can be accessed by typing Victorian curriculum one word .vcaa.vic.edu.au. You will find on this page some information about the Victorian curriculum. All you need to do is go to curriculum at the very top there. You will see home, overview, curriculum, levels. If you click on curriculum, you will see all the areas that are supposed to be taught in school. In your case, all you have to do is click on languages, which is in the second column there at the bottom. When you click on languages, you will find a list of languages that you can choose from. Make sure you choose your language. If you don't find your language, choose non-Roman alphabet languages or Roman alphabet languages. For example, Russian is not listed, so Russian teachers, to do their unit plan, they'll have to choose non-Roman alphabet languages, scope and sequence, to be able to plan for their language. It's important to understand that the structure of languages in the Victorian curriculum is made of two strands: communicating and understanding. Under each of those strands, you will find sub-strands. Some of them are specific for your language. In the example of the Arabic unit of work, I must go to the Arabic scope and sequences in the Victorian curriculum. So if I click on Arabic, it will take me straight to that page. Then I'll have to click on curriculum, which is just under the word Arabic next to introduction. This will take me to the scope and sequence, including the strands and the sub-strands for each year level. So for example, the first span of year levels is from foundation to year 2. The second span is from year 3 to 4, then from 5 to 6, from 7 to 8, that is secondary. You need to click on next and you'll be able to see the next one, and that is 7 to 8. Next, you'll be able to see 9 to 10. If your school is providing the language only from year 7 onwards, so students have not been exposed to the language before, then you will have to choose the sequence 7 to 10, and that is at the top here where you'll be able to see 7 to 8, 9 to 10. And if you click on that, you'll be able to get to the scope and sequence for those students. The achievement standards are found at the bottom of this page. If you scroll down, you will find the achievement standards at the bottom of this page. So for foundation to level 2 achievement standards, click on show more and you'll be able to see more of those achievement standards all the way down. Now, the Victorian curriculum chose not to number those achievement standards because they wanted to give the freedom for the teachers to be able to divide those achievement standards across the 3-year levels from foundation to year 2. It's up to you how you name them and how you number them, and when you use them, whether at the beginning of the year, in the middle of the year. So it's all up to you. You can number them and then you can use them in your unit planner. If you would like to see a particular year level only without looking at the 3 columns, you can choose to the view. At the top here it says view, and if you view it horizontally instead of vertically, it will look like this. So from foundation to year 10 curriculum sequence, the first year level, the first 3 year levels, foundation to level 2, you can see the 2 strands, communicating, understanding, and you can see the achievement standards here. Each content description has a code. When you click on the code, it will take you to the content description elaborations. The elaborations are very important only because they are examples for you to plan your unit of work. You don't have to follow those exact examples. to put in your unit planner, you can make your own or you can use those ones. Now let me show you how you can actually expand this curriculum. If you want to see the curriculum foundation to level 2 expanded, click at view and you can click the last square there. This gives you foundation to level 2 and gives you all of the strands and all of the content descriptions and all the elaborations right there in front of you. So you just have to navigate and go down and find what you want to find. If you are looking for the elaborations to be all in front of you clear, you can do this view. As you can see, it's covering all of the content descriptions all in one page, and at the bottom of the page you will see the achievement standards. If you want to go to another year level, let's say you're teaching grade 3, all you have to do is click on grade 3 or click next. You've got previous, you go back to foundation to level 2, or you click next. Or if you want to go to year 9, for example, all you have to do is at the top here, you click the year level you want. So if I click 9, then I should be able to go to the year 9 and 10 year level. This really gives you a wider view of the scope and sequence and the elaborations. It is very helpful when you're planning your unit of work. Let's look at another example. Here we have the completed unit of work for the German language. Going back to the top of the unit of work document, we will look at each section in a little more detail. For the unit title, if you have an interesting topic that you want to explore with your students, for example, a forest art project or foods, you would put this topic here into the title. This unit of work focuses on the forest and is designed for a number of weeks for the foundation students. You would then also look at important questions you want to explore with your students throughout the unit. This will give your lessons some foci and direction. In the overview, you explain what students are supposed to learn and what your intention is to work on this specific topic. This is further specified by the unit goals. This section can be directly related to the achievement standards. Then you have the Victorian curriculum content descriptions under communicating and understanding. These content descriptions can be copied directly from the Victorian curriculum under your language. And if you have the scope and sequence as a document, you can copy it from there. Make sure you follow those content descriptions in your planning lessons. As we move to the next page of this document, you will find a table which outlines the learning intentions, learning activities, key assessment tasks, key language, and resources. For example, under lesson, and that is lesson 1, the first lesson of this unit, you will have the learning intentions. We are learning to use greetings in German. We are learning to express our feelings. We are learning German words for animals. You can include in there success criteria as well, how you would like the students to show their learning. Learning activities clearly show how the activity is going to be run for the lesson. It states the routine you have planned for the day and the concepts students will engage with in each activity. You also have a column for key assessment tasks where you'll be able to describe how the assessment is going to be conducted. The key language column will have the new words and phrases for this lesson. The resources will have all the resources that you need for this lesson as well. As we go to the following pages, you will see second lesson and then lesson 3, and as you go, we have already introduced at the very beginning of this lesson or at the very beginning of this unit that this unit will have 7 lessons. At the end of the template, or the end of this unit of work, you will have the Victorian curriculum achievement standards for your language. You can underline or you can highlight the achievement standards which were covered in this unit, which means the ones have not been covered need to be covered in another unit. On this page, you will find the table which matches the achievement standards to the activities from this unit which contribute to the longer term assessment and reporting against elements of these achievement standards. Content descriptions are compulsory. So it is compulsory to address all the content descriptions in your planning. Now, the elaborations are there for you as examples to learn and to know how to cover those content descriptions. The achievement standards, which you'll find at the bottom of the website for each year level or for each span of year levels, are compulsory to be assessed. So when you are assessing students, you must assess against all the achievement standards in the span of the 2 years or 3 years if it's foundation to year 2. And also in your reporting, you must be reporting against those achievement standards.